Hello and welcome back. My name is Shelf Unit and this is my Let's Play of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Where we left off, we had just left Candlekeep and had been attacked in the night, and our foster father, Gorion, had been brutally murdered at the hands of a mysterious armoured figure and his thugs. So, my character, Sarah Evenstar, I think? Let's have a check. Sarah Evenstar, yes. A phenomenally, fortunately, highly rolled half-elf had just encountered her stepsister Imoen along the road, and they are now having to journey together to reach the Feldpost Inn to meet up with a couple of Gorion's adventuring friends who will help us. So, I realised last time I was doing this I didn't really go much through the details of what everything was or much about 2nd edition Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm probably not going to do a huge amount of that now, but I will try and do some as I go through. So, to start off with, we have Imoen here. She has 8 hit points to our 13, and if we click on her, right-click on her, we go to her inventory, and we discover that she has got a wand of magical missiles, which is when activated, the wand will eject a missile of magical energy that darts forth and unerringly strikes its target. This includes enemy creatures in a melee. The target creature must be seen or otherwise detected to be hit, however, so near total concealment, such as that offered by arrow slits, can render the spell ineffective. It doesn't. Only invisibility may do that. You just basically have to be able to target the affected creature. Each missile will inflict 1d4 plus 1 points of damage. This can be... So yeah. 100 feet, area of effect 1 creature, 1 magic missile, requires 9 intelligence. Otherwise, anybody except a wizard slayer, who can't use any magical items at all, apart from weapons and armour, I believe, can use it. What it is, though, is extremely useful for stopping enemy casters casting. It interrupts their spell casting because this is a very quick spell to cast from a wand, and basically that's its only use. So we've got one of those, we'll put it in our quick items so we can use it. She has short bow and some arrows that I can stack better, some healing potions which I can stack, and a potion, an oil of speed, which is basically like a personal haste spell. She has got no armour, no hand weaponry, nothing else of any import. This is the communal gold, which is shared between the party. This just shows her damage of her current weapon, and armour class, and hit points per level. Her stats, there's her lovely picture. So she's a level 1 thief with very high dexterity, remarkably high constitution, laughably high charisma. She does grow on you, but many players absolutely despise Imoen because she just can be a bit annoying. She's got very high intelligence, and many people like to dual class her into a wizard. I'm going to customize her. The only thing you can't customize her appearance, sound, colors, or biography because she's a set preset character, but you can customize what she does. Now, in the Enhanced Edition, there's a lot more scripts which basically dictate what the character does in combat if you can't be bothered to individually control them. So I'm going to do her just a standard ranged attack, I think, or maybe is it thief aggressive? No, thief. Right, thief ranged attack. There we go. So basically, a standard ranged attack, they'll just shoot arrows at them at a distance, and then if they're attacked in close combat, they will switch to a melee weapon. Thief ranged is much better because it does exactly the same thing as that, but when they're not in combat, the thief will just automatically switch to finding traps, and there are, well, it's not a huge amount of them at the beginning. There will be a number of them later on in the game, and there's always the chance that a treasure chest can be trapped, which is useful. Okay, so done that. Her open. She's got a fair mix of thief skills, so she can open locks, which would have been very handy back in the inn we started at, because as I have recently found out, there is an amazing gem which is worth thousands of gold pieces in a chest that I couldn't bash open. Find traps is always good because obviously you don't want to get stuck in a trap. Move silently and hide in shadows. She's not going to be a stealthy thief, so we're going to ignore those. There are items, and maybe later once we've maxed out the other things that are good, we can do that. And pickpockets, which may come in handy later on, but tough to say. Tough to say. So these are her saving throws, her various other thief things, and she's proficient in short sword and a short bow. She has a short bow, but we need to get her a short sword as well. Okay, so that's her. So this is where we are. We can zoom out a little bit, and if I go further north, this is where we were ambushed, and there's Gorian's body and the bodies of other people. So we are going to go back to there. Excuse me. And pick up some gold and various other items from up there. And I think that we will probably end up uncovering this whole region, as I believe with the characters that I have, I can pretty much deal with all the enemies in this area. So let's unpause and go. Let's go straight up to start with. There's a pleasant happy bird flying by. And off we go. And here we are. Okay. Slightly ominous area to have been ambushed in, and I'm not sure why we weren't on the path, but I suppose Lord of the Rings. And here's poor Gorian. Okay, so what's he got? He's got gold, a dagger, an unidentified item, and a scroll. Let's also quickly pick up some other bits and pieces whilst we're here. A ring and a mace. What do we got over here? A light short bow and some gold, and some more wonderful things. Okay, what have we got? So we've got some leather armour, which can be given to Imoen, and she can wear that. Gives her a better armour class, down to 4. And a ring, which doesn't really do anything. A magical belt of some description, but again we haven't identified it. And a long sword, which, there we go. And the mace, which we don't need. I'll give the dagger to Imoen, because while she can't use it, it's always better to have a weapon than no weapon. Okay, so let's read this scroll. My friend Gorian, please forgive the abruptness with which I now write, but time is short, and there is much to be done. What we have long feared may soon come to pass, though not in the manner foretold, and certainly not in the proper time frame. As we both know, forecasting these events has proved increasingly difficult, leaving little option other than a leap of faith. We have done what we can for those in thy care, but the time nears when we must step back and let matters take what course they will. We have perhaps been a touch too sheltering to this point. Despite my desire to remain neutral in this matter, I could not, in good conscience, Let events proceed without some measure of warning. The other side will move very soon, and I urge thee to leave Candlekeep this very night if possible. The darkness may seem equally threatening, but a moving target is much easier to hit. Much harder to hit, regardless of how sparse the cover. A fighting chance is all that can be asked for at this point. Should anything go awry, do not hesitate to seek aid from travellers along the way. I do not need to remind thee that it is a dangerous land, even without our current concerns, and a party is stronger than an individual in all respects. Should additional assistance be required, I understand that Jahira and Khalid are currently at the Friendly Arm Inn, not the Feldpost Inn. That's very different. That's in Beregost, I believe. They know little of what has passed, but they are ever thy friends, and will no doubt help however they can. Luck be with us all. I'm getting too old for this. E. Now, I'm just going to copy this because in this game, scrolls and letters all take up space in your inventory. And copying the note means that you keep it, but you can throw away the original. There are scroll cases, but this is a very useful thing for the Enhanced Edition. Like most of the things in the Enhanced Edition are very much useful. But we're going to keep it for the time being. Now, okay, so we've uncovered this area. Everything else is waiting to be explored. So let's have a quick save and go. Hopefully there's nothing too dangerous around here, as we are basically as weak as it's possible to be. But we shall see. Now, if I recall, we are by the sea. There is what passes for the ocean in this game. Okay, so let's go down here. We'll just sort of do a around the edges and then fill in blanks. That's about it. Fortunately, these first few areas are bears. Generally non-hostile unless they're cave bears, but you do not want to get into a fight with bears unless, well, I don't know. Is there any one of them? Let's do it. Let's kill bears. Let's depopulate the wildlife. Can I not do that? There we go. Okay. I've set the auto. Oh, great. Critical miss. Well done, Imoen. Your first action is to fail miserably. But we have hit it for 7 damage. It's auto-pause because we've got an enemy sighted, and I've set that as one of my auto-pause options. And we shall see how this goes. It will start coming towards me fairly rapidly. Alright, I've paused that there because we need to run away now. Come on, faster, 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 and shoot. You lead it off. Oh, it's scared. Now we killed it! Ha ha! Now, let's hope the music disappears. Excellent. Okay, music gone away. That used to be a problem. The music sometimes didn't stop. So that's 175 experience. Now, I generally am not a power gamer, but this is one of the reasons I chose the archer character class, because they are absolutely deadly with the bow. And in the beginning, that is a huge benefit, as you can almost 1 or 2 shot anything. And a bear is nothing. You don't want to get in close combat with a bear, basically. So, well, I'm happy with that. I don't need to reload, basically. And we've got experience points, and experience points at this level, so early on, are desperately needed. The sooner you can get to level 2, the better. Level 1 is a nightmare to be on, and you are so weak and feeble. And we have this guy here called Chase. What is he going to say to us?
Don't touch me!
Oh, I say. Hello. Well, I was about to tell you not to come any closer, but that never seems to work, does it? Well, regardless, I should remain true to the genre. Don't come any closer or I'll jump! Yeah, you heard me, and I'll do it too, so don't come any closer. Again, don't try and stop me. So this is a moderately amusing encounter, and this guy is going to apparently attempt to kill himself. So we've got three options here. Don't try and stop me. Okay. Or, no, by all the gods, do not do such a thing. There is so much to live for. Or, by all means, jump if you must. More air for the rest of us. So I'm going to say, okay. Okay? You aren't going to do a thing? Wow, you must have incredible faith in my will to live. No one has ever shown us such trust in me. Not ever. Not even Mumsy. I thank you so much for your quiet faith. I choose to live. I choose to live! Oh no, I have to get home before Mumsy finds the note. She has no stomach for such things. I'll have Jeeves double her usual cocktails and tell her of my new resolve. Thank you so much. Ta-la! Life is grand once again. What a tool. Indeed. Sadly, you don't get any rewards for preventing him from killing himself. Which, you know, a deed well done is a good deed well done is reward enough, I suppose. But in a role-playing game, it would be nice to receive at least something for my efforts. So we go west to Candlekeep, and then the Candlekeep Road, as you can see along here, will keep going down there. And there it is. So there's nothing here, sadly. We can go all the way along here. There's nothing really there, but it's just nice to be able to do it. Add some continuity to the geography of the place. So I will follow on down here. There's the bottom of the map. Then we'll go along and we'll join up. Now, and just fill in the blanks up here. Might be a couple of small monsters or something. Maybe a wolf or a gibbling. Or maybe nothing at all. Nope, another bear. Let's get out of the way of that. No, I did not want that. That was escape. I want a Q for quick. Okay, so let's go kill bears!
No, you're going to be sorry!
Wow, did everyone just get a crit? No, I did. Okay, let's get out of here.
Uh-huh. Yep, this way. No, you're going to be sorry!
And this is where we play. Ah! A wolf just hit me! Where the hell did you come from?
No, if you're sure that's what you want.
Exclusive. Oh, I killed the bear. I did kill the bear. Don't kill me, wolf.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Oh, this is pathetic. Now we have to move
I'm gone.
in and out of... Oh! Okay. So now we have some fun things to do. Let's take a healing potion with Imoen and take a healing potion with me. And we're done. That was a little bit frightening. I did not see the wolf creeping up on me there. Phew. Okay. So where are we? We've done most of it. We'll carry on up the path. I'm fairly certain there's a couple of characters, extra characters to meet and greet on the road ahead of us. And there is also a little thing in a tree somewhere up here. I hope. Unless I've got... Oh, here's some random. Let's see what he has to say. Clossed. Well, a busy day for me indeed. Strange noises throughout the night, and now a plethora of people strolling about the wood. You do look a touch more hospitable than the last two I met, though. Well met, stranger. I am called Clossard. So we've got several options here. 5 options, in fact. First one, stand away from me. I have very little trust left after last night's events, and I'll not waste any on you. Or 2, could you help me? My foster father and I were attacked last eve, and now I'm not sure where to go. 3, I would have your assistance. I was ambushed in the night, and I require whatever aid you can give. Whatever you can give. 4, you saw 2 people in the wood. I was told to meet some friends at the Friendly Arm Inn. Perhaps they are the ones you met. They and the ones you met are one and the same. 5, why are you in the woods? I've heard nothing about how dangerous they are. So I think I'm going to go with, I would have your assistance. I was ambushed in the night. And I have little to give besides advice and goodwill. Make friends where you can, as travelling down alone is almost certain death. You'll want to surround yourself with like-minded companions, lest you risk making enemies in your own party. Aside from this little tidbit of wisdom, I'd say you're on your own. Luck be with you. To you as well, or thanks for nothing. Well, let's be nice. To you as well. Fare thee well, as they say. So yes, the 2 people that we've got as meeting, they will be on the road ahead of us, but I'm going to go off-roading now. Oh, no, don't want to go out. Okay, maybe not so off-roady as I thought. Now, further up here, there is something in a tree, so... Oh, there's 2 people. And that's Candlekeep Coastway. Okay, so, these are Monteron and Zar. Fantastic characters, but what I'm going to be basically using them for is a meat shield. These guys are evil.
You already be disturbed. Now leave me be. Your company be toil enough as is.
Hello there, kid. Rather a strange place to be wandering, ain't it? My companion has something to say to you. Okay, so obviously I picked the wrong person to talk to.
Monteron, you are so aggravating. 'Tis disturbing to my demeanor.
Hold, Monteron! I don't know if I shall be able to keep this one up. This young wayfarer is in need. Someone has set about thee, stranger, and you have barely escaped with your life. Your eyes looks to have been roughed up quite well. Indeed, I could offer you healing potions if you wish, as a token of goodwill. Ah, excellent. Well, they're nice, even if they're not nice, if that makes sense. Well, I'd be grateful for any assistance. I prefer to manage on my own, or I know you not and want none of your help. I'd be grateful for any assistance. Nothing to fear from these simple potions, and I'll not even hold you in debt, though your conscience knows otherwise. Just like all good people. Party has gained an item. Perhaps as payment you would go with us to Nashville. It is a troubled area, and we mean to investigate some disturbing rumours surrounding the local mines. Sounds like a side quest, or even part of the main quest, or both. Some acquaintances are very concerned about the iron shortage, specifically where to lay blame in the matter. You would be useful, though I'll not hold you to it. We are to meet the mayor of the town, a man named Baron Gastgill, I believe. Your conscience be your guide. Well, there's no reason not to have them along. There's little else for me to do. I may as well go with you. Go on your way and leave me be, as I would go on my own path. I would join with you, but I must meet someone first. Perhaps you will go with me? Yeah, let's do that one. A precious little time, but it's best to travel accompanied. I will go with you. You owe us for our time, though. So we've gained some gold. We've gained a couple of characters. And let's have a look at what we have gained. We've got that extra healing potion, which was quite handy. He has a dagger and a couple of scrolls. I'm going to take those scrolls because, frankly, why not? Dagger. He's got a short sword. She needs a short sword. She gets the short sword. He's got studded leather. She's got leather. Studded leather's better than leather. Now she's on maximum carry capacity, which is rubbish. And he's got another couple of potions, and I want them. Yeah, I'm going to have to pass over that. Okay. Now let her carry all the scrolls. Now, basically, as I've said, I've got no interest in these people at all. They are meat shields. And I shall use them as such. Oh, a gibbling. But that was easy enough to kill.
Have become death, destroyer of worlds.
Yeah. that quote from... Ah, ooh, what's this? Let's have a look. In a tree, what do I see? A diamond worth 500 gold pieces. Indeed. That is excellent news. Okay, I don't think there's anything else up here that I think that I spy. Go out. Oh, there's a wolf. No.
What you want?
You need that.
I'm gone.
A death be in me if I don't get help.
Okay. Let's just talk to this guy who is Binkos, or Binkos. Sorry, chum, but I can't stop to chat. There's been another caravan raided northeast of Beregost, and I must report of these dire straits to the Grand Dukes. Our messenger's work is never done. Okay, let's carry on up here and explore all of this stuff. Yes. My, oh, another gibbling. Let's get rid of him. Shouldn't take too long. Okay. Oh no, he was knocked unconscious as they were unarmed. Okay, there we go. Yes, if you're unarmed and you reduce an enemy to 0 hit points, they are knocked unconscious, not killed. As apparently you cannot kill somebody with your bare hands. Although, unless you're a monk, which seems slightly odd. But, nonetheless, that's game mechanics for you. So yes, what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by the gibbling. My passage into doing this Let's Play was it was all because of another LPer called Variax, who reignited my love for this game when I watched his playthroughs. And he is a far better player than me and a far better LPer, but I'm paying homage to him through this, I hope. It was a great few weeks I spent watching those Let's Plays, and we're just going to go into the next round and I will show you the world map. Okay, so this is the world map of Baldur's Gate. And you can move it with the left, holding down the left mouse button and moving. This is the Sword Coast, is where we are on. And so this is Baldur's Gate, the city, and it's a small city in terms of what you would imagine in the real world of today, but back in the sort of times that this is generally set in, it was fairly a large city. There's the crossing. Here's the Friendly Arm Inn where we're trying to head to. And Beregost, another town, Candlekeep, and there's the travelling time, because this everything's measured in hours, and time does occasionally matter for certain instances, like completing character quests. And here's Nashkel, where the Mondron and Tsar wanted to go. And there's the mines, and there's the carnival, and all of these areas will be filled up with little locations like this, approximately the same size as the area we've just been on. And that's sort of a very open worldy part of Baldur's Gate. It is quite nice that way. So we're trying to get to the Friendly Arm Inn, and we need to click and travel.
Oh, there,
Oh, who's this?
Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Ho there, wanderer, stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man. It's been nigh on to 10 days since I've seen a soul walking this road, and I've been without decent conversation since. Travelling nowadays appears to be the domain of either the desperate or the deranged. If thou would pardon my intrusion, may I inquire to what which pertains thee? We've got 3 options here, as you often do: a nice one, a medium one, and a idiot one. Not to imply anything, but how do you measure up to your own standards? Pestering strangers about their mental state doesn't seem all that well adjusted to me. 2. A fair bit desperate, actually. Might you know where the way to the Friendly Arm Inn? I was told I might find some friends there. Or 3, I am not so stupid as to listen to strangers in the middle of nowhere, no matter how infirm they appear to be. Off with you. So I'm just going to go for the fair bit desperate, actually. Why, you know the way to the friendly I'm in? I was told I might find some friends there. That I would. The inn is but a short distance to the north, and its doors are open to all. I have no doubts that thy friends shall be there, waiting with open arms. My sympathies for any hardships the road may have inflicted upon thee, though I am certain everything shall turn out for the best. But I have wasted too much of thy time, and said too much already. I shall take my leave, and wish thee all the best. And this is Lion's Way, Candlekeep to the west, Coastway to the east. And with that, I feel that it is about time to end this particular part of my Let's Play. Thank you for watching, and please join me again next time. I've been Shelf Unit. Goodbye.